How to know that your woman is cheating on you. 8 signs that would symbolize caution in your relationship. These signs are not conclusive. As men, our realm of thinking is about logic, being rational, and having empirical evidence. So in no way is this list a conviction, an indictment on a woman cheating on you. But it's simply an alarm, a cause to pause and examine your relationship. Number 1 sign, and these signs are not in order to least or to greatest, they're pretty much at random. And in understanding this, these signs should be put together before you can make a conclusion to go further in your analyzing of her cheating or behavior. So number 1, a sudden change in her overall attitude. Something other than her normal shift in attitude. You know, women can be emotional and prone to mood swings. So I'm talking about something that goes above her normal mood swings. If you know, for instance, your woman can be happy most of the time, or even mean most of the time, all of a sudden she's even more ecstatic or even more sad than usual. And this would take a man to be able to analyze over time his woman's overall behavior. Yeah, and her behavior is unpredictable. But if there is a sudden change in that unpredictability and that she's even more unpredictable, this can be a sign that your woman is cheating on you. If your woman becomes very disrespectful, above the disrespect that you've seen in the past, she becomes more in your face, more insulting, more challenging of your manhood, more questioning of your behavior. If she starts to investigate you and going through your phone and so on and so forth, this could be a sign that your woman is cheating on you when she becomes even more disrespectful. Number 3, if she's out with her girls more than usual. Now, a lot of times women are very codependent and needy and clingy, and when they have relationships with females, they tend to push the female off a little bit. Kick her friends to the curb, so to speak, and maybe only go out with them on occasion. But now if all of a sudden she's looking good, getting pretty, and now she want to go out with her girls more, it's time for her to go out and kick it and party and have fun. She could be cheating on you. She could be looking for something else, or have that something else and is designed to spend time with that something else. Number 4, women have monkey arms, and you have to beware of the monkey arm. And that's essentially when you observe apes, monkeys, what have you, in the wild, they grab one branch and they don't let go until they securely have the other branch. If you notice that she is guarding her phone more, locking her phone more, just mysterious behavior, she could have or is trying to latch on to that other branch. She's probably using her monkey arms. Women are codependent and insecure, not all, but many. And most women can't stand the idea of being by themselves. So before they let you go, they want to secure that other guy, or at least have a sex partner or someone that she can get constant attention from before she lets you go. So beware of the monkey arm. Number 5, if she has sex with you less. Some women who are sluts and whores may have a conscience, and most of them don't, but some of them can. If she has sex with you less, that's a telltale sign right there. Or if the sex changes. If she has deep, passionate orgasms with you, all of a sudden she doesn't anymore. She doesn't want to have sex anymore. Sex seems more of a task than anything. She could be cheating on you. If she starts to talk a lot, number 6, if she starts to talk a lot about relationships in general and relationships that her friends have, if she brings up her friend who may be cheating on her boyfriend, or her friend who has met a new guy, and I'm talking about something other than the normal. Women love to talk about relationships and other people's relationships, but if she now has a mysterious friend who she does not want to name, and she's asking you questions about what would you do or what you think about this, that, and the other, then that could be a sign that your woman is cheating on you. What she's trying to do is gain leverage and feedback from you so she can hone in on her manipulative skills so that she won't get caught, and want to know your thoughts and ideas on what would happen if she got caught, and to try to determine a course of action. You got to give a woman props for this. This is very shrewd psychologically. A nice ploy. It's strategic. And men, I'm sorry, we're just too lazy to think that far. So if she has this nameless female and she's talking a lot about, that's a cause for pause. Number 7, if she starts nagging more than usual about how she's treated. Yeah, women are never satisfied. And you can always do better. And I know this. But if she starts saying specifically, well, you don't do this for me. Well, you haven't told me I was pretty lately. You haven't brought me flowers lately. If she starts naming very specific things, then that could be a sign that she's getting attention from somewhere else and that she may be cheating on you. For some reason, women don't understand when a relationship is fresh. Any man has more energy. I mean, it's new. It's new coochie. And men are excited about this newness of a relationship. And I guess a woman quickly forgets that as human beings, once we get used to something, we start taking it for granted. This is human nature. And not saying that a man shouldn't have maintenance in his relationship, and when we should. But we all get laxed, including her, and especially her. But women are mostly focused on how they're being treated in relationships and not on how they treat the man. Women soon forget that men have emotions too, are in a relationship as well with them, and would like to be treated a certain way as well, and wants to be treated well. Women forget this. So if she starts nagging all the time, and even more so than the usual, about your treatment, yeah, I need to look into that. Number 8, if the vagina starts to smell and feel a little different. Now, women go through hormonal changes, and we have to understand that. But if you know your woman, and she feels different and smells different, that's a sign, especially if you're going down on her a lot and you notice a change in smell. And it's not just one time, but a consistent basis. When a new penis is introduced into the female vagina, it tries to change and formulate to that new penis. And the vagina becomes confused with more than one penis, and it can react adversely. It could be different types of condoms, texture, different sizes, all sorts of things. I'm not a gynecologist, but if the vagina smells and feels different, that may be a sign And that's number 8. I'll probably do another video about a few more. But again, these signs are not conclusive. It's not enough to indict or convict. You should just approach with caution. Most women are, not all, most women are very deceptive and manipulative creatures. And you should always use caution. Women can cover their lies very well, primarily because they're always thinking about the next lie and the next step and counter lies. They often mix lies with the truth. They're very shrewd at this manipulation. They're just deceptive almost by nature. And you have to be aware of this. And most of the time, a woman is just 3-4 steps ahead of a guy. And for some men, the simple men, we can't even play on the same court psychologically with a woman. So let's equal the playing field a little bit when it comes to the psychology of the female. And I attempt to understand female nature and also seek to understand male nature to a degree. So these are some signs of caution. And you really probably need to take all of these signs, not just one by one, but all together, and start paying a little bit more attention. I believe personally that you can never truly trust a woman. And how can you trust a creature who, by nature, is ever changing? In a sense, no person completely knows themselves. You don't know how you're going to react in any given situation. So I think it's wrong for anybody to say with complete certainty what they would do. You don't know what you're going to do if a building falls down in front of you. You have no way of taking account for that. But there are general ways that we know ourselves. Women typically don't know themselves. They know how they feel at the time. So as the wind blows, so are their emotions. A woman can be in love with you today and be bored as hell with you the next day and see something else and go for it. Women would like to think that they have so much staying and sticking power and they want to tough it out with a man. But I'm willing to bet, if you ask most women and most men, that who dissolved their relationships, I guarantee you, more times than not, it's always that woman. Because what she wants and her desires is always changing. And women like to think they have outgrown and matured past that relationship. And no, it's not that. You just simply a slut or a whore and you want something different, you want a different experience. And if that's what you want to do, fine, but at least you could be honest about it, but that's too much to ask. So I'm not saying that there is a woman that you can't somewhat trust. There's always an exception to every rule, but by and large and generally, I wouldn't trust a creature that's always changing on me. Anyway, that's my rant on understanding or seeing if a woman is cheating on you.